Hello and welcome back to Robinsunne Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne. Please like and comment and subscribe and share this video if you enjoy this video. So it's very early in the morning and I need more light. I just looked at the video. Helpful. So I think I'm going to call this like a little study of some pretty abstract sewing that I might make a page out of. So I did some cross hatching, in black, and now I'm making these little cross stitches right here. Well, it might be a good idea is to pull this in a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. So these little stitches are just holding in these great long stitches that, kind of wander around a little bit. So this is just early morning, thinking of my world while I sew. Got lots of projects ahead of me. I was talking with a friend saying, I wish I just had a bunch of empty shelves. I can't imagine having empty shelves. But if I did, I would like about 10 empty shelves to put my projects on. So that if I'm working on a book or something, I could just sort of put it on a tray and put it on the shelf. If I'm waiting for glue to dry or whatever. And then if I'm working on stitching, but I feel like I don't want to work on that today, I want to work on something else. Yeah. So it'd be great to just have a place for all the different projects. And I feel like I sort of lose touch with what I've got going on, and projects become UFOs in my studio, not because I'm not finishing them, but just because I get excited about the next thing. And I forget I have them. I'm trying really hard to not go out of frame here. So anyway, on Pinterest, I've seen these wonderful abstract, I think they're all done in pen. They're not sewn. So they're pen and ink, not fibers. And they're these, whole pages or canvases of sort of scratchy art markings. I thought that would be really fun to do. Actually, I have seen them done in Stitch too. But there are just a lot of random marks. Well, not random in a bad way, but just disparate marks on the surface. And somehow at the end, they all make sense together. So I just thought it would be fun to experiment a little before I got going. Sorry about the light. I have a light right over here, right over there. And I've tried taking it and moving it to the other side of me because I'm right-handed, so it means my hand keeps covering the light, which, as obnoxious as it must be for you watching this, it's also very obnoxious for me doing this sewing or the close work. My hand keeps covering up the light. And I tried moving it over there and it doesn't work. I don't have enough space for the arm of the lamp. It bumps into a shelf full of important supplies. So when I'm working alone, I can swing this light around so that it's kind of up here, and then my hand doesn't get in the way. But when I'm making a video, you need to see this and not have my hand make shadows. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I don't know. I think I saw something that looked like this once. So, I hope you are well. I heard this lovely piece of information. I think it was from Anita Morjani, whose work and writing I enjoy a lot. And she said, don't even listen to stuff that doesn't make you feel happy and supported and loved. And I was thinking, yes, I am watching way too much and listening and reading way too much crazy stuff. So there's this philosophy thing. I had no idea I was going to talk about this today. The reason I listen to and read Anita Morjani's work is because she got very sick with manner of cancer and ended up actually dying, and then had a near-death experience and came back from the experience. So she actually crossed over. And I once, a couple of years ago, got very, very sick, also with the cancer. And I did not cross over. I did not have anything like a near-death experience. And a lot of people who've had near-death experiences have, like they come back and they have all these psychic skills and stuff. And that's not true for me. I didn't, learn how to see angels or anything. So that's sort of too bad because that might be fun. But anyway, I was listening to Anita because I too have had a similar kind of experience. And I've thought about how did I manage to have a cancer that was quite that bad and yet completely heal it. They take sorry, I'm working with floss, trying to make sense over here and get things untangled. How did I come back? And one of the possible explanations is that while we here on planet Earth live in a world of time, that's not true everywhere in the universe, and that when we are spirit beings, if you go with that philosophy, time is not, such a box. We sort of wander in and out of it. I don't know. It's a little hard to explain. I don't think I understand it well enough to explain it, but I understand it well enough to wonder if it's true. And so one of the possible explanations for how did I get so sick and then survive is that there are a bazillion, points with different realities in them. In this world, I'm in some sort of a relationship, and in this world, I'm in a relationship, but I have this kind of a job, and in this world, I'm not in a relationship, and I have that kind of a job. Like, there are different details about our lives, and it's kind of like, we can choose which reality we're in. In one world, I'm fabulously wealthy, and in another world, I'm thin and gorgeous. And in another world, I'm a world famous artist. Whatever. And that what happened when I got sick was that I realized I didn't want to be sick, that I still wanted to be here on planet Earth for a while longer. I have kids. I wanted to, have more experiences with them. And I had a lot more art to make. And I realized that death was a choice that actually I didn't like very much. So it's kind of like, there were different choices. And in one, I got sick and died. And in another one, I stayed alive and, had my life. And Why did I think this was an important story to tell you? I don't know. I can't remember now, but that is one of the reasons I like to. Oh, yeah, listen to Anita. So when she said last night, only listen to the information that, you know, brings you peace and joy. I thought it's like choosing different lives. So in our world right now, there are lots of people who are mad at each other and put it all over YouTube and all over every conceivable conveyance of media. And they need to talk about it like what if bad things are going to happen, and what shall we do about this, and this is what we need to do to prepare for all the bad things that are going to happen. And then there's another way, another possibility, another, I don't know, different lives. And I was thinking that all those videos about terrible things are going to happen and we have to watch out for them, is one set of choices. And then there's another reality, a whole reality. Just like in one reality I died like they said I was going to, and in another reality I get to live for another whole bunch of years because I want to. And so in one reality, there are people saying bad things are going to happen. And in another reality, the fact is there are bazillions of people on this planet who are busy loving their children and loving their partners and writing books and having birthday parties and, having sweet lives. So we kind of have a choice about where we would like to be. And both of those possibilities are completely, this is the part that's wild to me, are completely real. I mean, they're actually, like, really, it wouldn't be that hard to walk out the front door and watch somebody making a YouTube video or writing a newspaper article about all the bad things that are happening in our world. And it wouldn't be that hard to walk out the front door and find somebody who is celebrating a graduation or falling in love or, any number of charming, enticing, lovely things about planet Earth. So both things are completely, believably, absolutely true. And we just get to choose. I mean, really, it's that simple. We get to choose where we would like to be. Unbelievable. So, it's just kind of cool. There's a word for it. There's some, like when you study physics and quantum theory and all that stuff, there's a word for, choosing different different points of reality. Yeah, I can't remember what that is. But anyway, yeah, we can just choose where we would like to believe and live and focus our attention. So that's kind of cool. I had no idea I was going to think about that today. All I thought I was going to think about was sewing with an extremely long thread. This is the reason, Robinsunne, why people choose not to sew with very long threads. It's because they all get garbled up. All right, come out of that little knot. There we go. So I think what I would like to do is fill this up with just all kinds of marks, and then that will help me make this bigger piece of cloth. I don't know, make some decisions about color, about size. Yeah. Anyway, I wish for you and me luscious choices about where and how we live, and great strength in our choice. Yeah. So, many blessings to you and to me and to the world. And I will see you next time. Bye.